What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Ali in Glasses. And I'm back with another Love and Marriage Huntsville review. Episode 3, Here Comes the Tea-Fanny. That's how they spelled it, y'all. I didn't do that. The Tea-Fanny. So, nothing much happened in this episode. I mean, we got a little bit of messiness at the end because you know they got to give us that. But if you came here for the review, I got what you need. Let's get to it. Okay, so the episode opens up with Mel and Tisha. I guess Tisha's on her way to Mel's house so that they can, reconnect. Mel said they used to be really cool and close back in the day. But Tisha been on that fuck shit, so she didn't say that, y'all. But they used to be really cool, so they want to try to reconnect again and spend more time kicking it as girls. So Tisha comes by, and as they're talking about meeting up, we get all these flashbacks of Tisha and Mel's arguments through the past, and it's all stupid. But that's neither here nor there. They're trying to move forward. So Tisha arrives, and she's like, oh, hey, it's pleasantries and whatnot. And Tisha says, oh, I haven't been to your new house, so I want to bring you something. So she brought her little gift basket. I thought that was cool. That was classy. It was real classy, Tisha. So she brought her a little gift set with some little snackities and whatnot, and a bottle of her and Marceau's new champagne. Chocolate in a bottle. I said chocolate in a bottle. Y'all, I'm just gonna keep it 100. That sounds disgusting to me. That sounds disgusting to me. And I know that I've seen chocolate wines out there and chocolate champagnes, and I ain't never been interested. I'm not a chocolate lover, for one. And I don't like champagne, for two. So I'm not gonna be indulgent. But if y'all curious and y'all wanna check out Marceau and Tisha's wine, it's called Chocolate in a Bottle. Go hit them up in Huntsville. Get you a bottle, okay? So they're catching up, and how you been? And so Tisha's talking about how her and Marceau have been. And of course, Tisha's gonna always act like her and Marceau are good. She'll tell you a problem they're having, followed up with they're good though. Just in case you was thinking they wasn't good, they good. So she was saying how, the pandemic really brought them closer, spending time together with the family, and that was really good for them. But now things are opening up. They're trying to open black, and Marceau is busy. She's been in school. So basically, they ain't had no time to be romancing and all that. Marceau don't like date night, or something always goes wrong with date night. They don't end up going or whatever. And I'm going to tell y'all, I'm not married, so I'm not going to try to pretend to understand, but I would imagine that you would have to keep dating, because then what's left? You got bills, you got kids, you got drama, you got, all this other stuff, and then you have regular problems that just everyday life is going to bring. So she's trying to keep it, fresh and, keep it going. And Marceau, he just seems so laid back that he don't give no damn about nothing. So, they're going to try to recapture the romance, and, they're going to try to do this at Cigar Week in Texas, because Marceau and Tisha are going to go down and they're going to debut their Chocolate in a Bottle champagne. And, they got their Open in Black, which is a cigar lounge, and they're thinking about possibly opening a location in Texas. So they're going down for that week, and she's hoping while they're handling business, they can fit in a little bit of romance. Okay, so that's what she tells Mel. And then so she says, well, how are you, Mel? How are things going with you? And Mel, we've heard Mel's answer many times already, but Mel is focusing on Mel. She's getting to know herself again as a single woman, and she's just loving it. She's loving getting to know herself. She ain't got nobody's ugly ass son bothering her. Nobody cheating on her. Nobody bringing drama to her door. So Mel is good. So she tells Tisha, maybe you and Marceau can see my therapist, because she helped me And Miss Price, she was pretty good, you know, with her and Martell. So maybe Tisha and them, they need to go. But you know, Tisha ain't going, she's not going to ever admit that they need counseling or help from, especially not from Mel. So she's like, oh yeah, maybe we're gonna see him, but you know, but we're good, you know, basically. So fine, Tisha, y'all good, fine. But that's all they talk about. Let me make sure I'm not missing none. Y'all got my notes. Okay, so that's all with Tisha and Mel. Everything's cool. They have a good conversation. Let's move on. Okay, so the next scene we see Martell, and he's at Mama Holt's house, helping putting down some snake repellent for her, you know, being a good son. They sit down and talk, and they're just discussing everything that's been going on with social media and him and Mel. And he says, yeah, I went over and to get the kids and I end up talking to Mel. And not only did Mel close the door in my face, but guess who was there to open the door for me? She said, who? Van. Van is Mel's mom. Now, I don't know why I don't remember her that much. I guess she hasn't been on the show that much. But he says, yeah, so Van was there. And you know, she didn't give me a hug or anything. The mom was like, Mama Holt is like, I bet she didn't kind of thing or whatever. And so he's like, but, you know, she was starting to get a little disrespectful with me, you know, and I didn't like that. And so Mama Holt's whole thing is this. Everybody needs to just stay in their lane, mind their business, and get a life, basically, because I got one, baby. And that's what Mama Holt saying. I believe her. Mama Holt look like she about it. And she got to go to bingo on Friday and goddamn it, the steppers set on Saturday. Ain't nobody got time for the drama. But he tells her that Mel's mom said that she wanted to have a conversation with him. And, you know, Mama Holt was kind of along the same lines of what Martell was saying. Like, well, what is there for you to talk about? You and Mel are divorced. And, you know, what is there for you guys to speak on? But he's going to go ahead and have a sit down with Mel's mom and try to just clear the air. Because it seems like he does have some respect for her. I think Martell has a problem with public humiliation. So when he's on this show and he's meeting up with these people or having conversations, I think he feels compelled to defend himself. So he comes with all this other stuff. But I think deep down, that's his family and had been his family, and that he does have respect for her. So he's going to have a sit down with Mel's mama. Hope it all goes good. All right, so we see Marceau, and he's at Black, and he's talking to the staff and letting them know how basically he wants them to be on top of it with the service and with, you know, because the thing is, these people can go anywhere and smoke cigars. They can go anywhere and eat wings, you know, but what's going to make them keep coming back to Black? The Black experience. Y'all know about the Black experience. The Black experience will bring you back. Okay, if Black don't bring you nowhere, it bring you back. So he was letting them know we gotta make sure that the quality is up to par and that we stay on top of it, so people want to keep coming back and experiencing what we have. So we see that. I think that he's right. You know, that was a good pep talk. You know, so then we see him sit down with Jalen because, of course, he has Jalen as the general manager of Black. Which I never understood because Jalen has never, ever had any experience in working in management, let alone, has he worked in a restaurant? I mean, we don't even know what qualified him for this position. I think it was just cheaper to keep him. Yeah, I mean, Marceau, he seemed like he really tried to pinch and save a dime, so he don't even want to go on no dates with his wife. He's like, look, we can just be in the house chilling. So he sits down with Jalen and he's like, how you think you've been doing? And Jalen says, you know, I think, you know, I've been doing an okay job considering, you know, basically Marceau promised Jalen that he would have on-the-job training when he hired him, and then he didn't train him. Like, in what world can you hire someone to run your restaurant that hasn't even been operating yet? So it's not as if they had a system in place and he just had to teach it to Jalen. But there was no system. This man is out here in the cold trying to do this. So Marceau, he just keeps telling Jalen, like, it's time to step up, man. If the driver goes to sleep, then what? No. He said when the passenger goes to sleep, you still got to drive the car, And that's true for a manager who has experience, who already knew what he should be doing. If Jalen doesn't even know where to start, then all this step up, this and that's null and void. So Jalen's like, hey, I get all this criticism, I get critique, but I ain't getting no training. So why don't we get somebody in here that knows what they're doing that can help me? So he's like, maybe we can, hire an assistant general manager that has experience to teach me and, help me run things. And Marceau is like, okay, we could see about that. But I don't even see why that wasn't the first thought, have someone there that could train him. But you know what, Marceau? He said, goddamn, we done spent enough on this restaurant and then COVID didn't happen. We couldn't open. I need to save some money where I can. Jalen, come run this restaurant. So hopefully he get the boy some training, or Jalen need to go find him another job, because you're not going to have me out here looking crazy. I don't know about you, Jalen, but it couldn't be me. It wouldn't and it couldn't be me. Okay, so now in the next scene, we see the meetup between Martell and Van, Mel's mom. So they meet at a park. It looks like some, just a random park, a public place. That makes sense. So they meet at a park, sit on the bench, hey, how you doing? No hugs. So I did notice that. And they jump right in. Martell says that he felt as though she was being kind of disrespectful the last time they spoke at Mel's house. He didn't like that. He didn't like the way that she was coming at him, basically. And Van's whole thing is, we used to be a family. Like, this not for TV, for play. We were a family, and now we're not, and it's because of you. So when you get on social media and you spread rumors and you say that I'm keeping the kids from you and this and that, it's hurtful. It's very hurtful to see that after what we had been, So I didn't know, you'll never know with Martell. I don't know if you're going to be cool or come out the bag on me. You just never know with Martell. But he wasn't his normal narcissistic self this time. I think he has a lot of respect for Van. So he let her know that, things that were going on when they were getting a divorce is stuff that she didn't know. Nobody knows that happened in their home between him and Mel that also contributed to the divorce. And that could be true, but we all know that the major reason was because of him cheating and having children outside of the marriage. So we could say all that about Mel, about her attitude and being disrespectful, whatever, but she didn't step out the marriage and make another child. She didn't break the marriage. And so Martell, he has this belief that it was a two-way street. But for the most part, while talking to her, he does kind of take accountability and say, that he kind of, he knows the wrong that he did. Ultimately, they just, they discuss it all and they kind of get the air clear. And Martell was very respectful. He didn't come out the bag on her. And I think they're going to be okay. She said, just maybe we should just stay away from the whole social media thing. Just promise me you won't post anything else. If we can just go forward with that. First of all, y'all too grown. Get off social media. Martell, don't you need a job? Don't you need to restock on the Egyptian musk body rolls? I mean, you ain't got no body butters you need to be whipping up. Come on, man. You too grown for this. Get off social media. But everything's fine there. They just gonna stay off the social media drama bandwagon. And good for them. Please get off social media, Martell. So Tisha and Marceau are supposed to be in Texas for Cigar Week, promoting their new chocolate in a bottle champagne, and also scouting out locations for possibly opening up another Black in Texas. So they're planning to go there, and basically at the last minute, when they're getting ready to go, Marceau has to stay behind a little longer because of work again. So apparently, you know, there's some stuff going on with the club, or I don't know. I don't know what the word was that he just couldn't go while she went, but basically he's gonna catch up with her later. So she gets to the hotel and she's calling him, and he laying in the bed, cold chilling. I mean, the man's cold chilling. And so he did, and I ain't gonna say this what he did, but this is what it looked like to me. He did the old, I'm so pissed, because really he was enjoying his peace. He was so glad Tisha was already gone. Them kids probably gone somewhere. He was laying in that bed chilling. I don't know if maybe he was with his little dippity dip dip. We ain't gonna say, we don't know. We don't know. But he tried to make it seem like he was miserable. I'm just so mad. They done messed up these champagne labels, and now I gotta go down there and this and that. Now, for all the urgency in his voice, you would have thought he wouldn't have been laying so comfy cozy on that bed. And she was like, well, get up, you know, get on up and take care of business, because you better not miss your flight tomorrow, Marceau. Don't miss that flight, Marceau. The fact that she had to tell him not to miss his flight lets me know that in the past, Marceau be like, oh, I ain't gonna make it, or I missed it, and he don't show up. Which feeds to me some of that rumor about him having that side chick or whatever. I mean, it looked like a duck. It quacked like one. It might be something like a duck. Even if it ain't a duck, it might be a pigeon. Look something like a duck. So Marceau, I don't know, baby. Is your slip hanging? Is that your slip I see? I don't know, but Marceau said he ain't gonna miss it. And she said, well, while we here, we need to try to, you know, get a little romance. You know, we don't never get to do that anymore. And he was like, we can have sex. Hell yeah, we can have sex. You ain't said nothing but a word. And she was like, so romance equals sex to you? And he was like, yeah, we can save money. We skip the dinner and just had a sex. And Tisha's like, no, Marceau, I want to go out, have a date, you know, like any woman. She wants to be romanced and have a good time with her husband. And I'm wondering what's wrong with Marceau that he don't want to do that. Is he just a workaholic? Does he do that with someone else and he don't want to do it with her too? I don't know what the problem is, but hopefully they can get some time together before we start seeing their marriage crumble on this show too. So, you know, that's what they talk about, and, you know, she's going to wait for him to get there, and we see in the clip that he going to show up. So we at least know he going to show up to Texas, but we're going to see what happens when he get there. Okay, so Tiffany and Louis, the new couple. Look, excuse my attitude, but they annoy me already. Well, she annoys me. Louis ain't done nothing to nobody. But Tiffany annoys me. But anyway, we see Tiffany and Louis in their house, and, you know, they're the newlywed couple, and they have a blended family, 14-year-old and a 15-year-old boy. And, you know, they mixing it on up, and it's working out really good for them, and great. But they're talking, and Tiffany is filling him in on what Mel wants to do with the interns and get more help for her brand and all that. And she said, oh, and Mel invited me to her friend Destiny's birthday party. And she's like, she doesn't really know her, but she might have met her once or twice. She don't know. Okay, fine, you don't know. So she says, well, I'm going to go ahead and go to the party and, you know, I guess mix and mingle and get to know these girls. I mean, she's going to have to do it anyway. So even though it's odd that Mel would invite her to her friend's private party and she don't know her, I guess they got to find a way to get everybody in on the same scene. So that's what she's supposed to be doing. She's going to go to the party, and that's that on that. Now we've arrived at Destiny's birthday brunch. And so first person to arrive is Mel, looking
the fuck good.
Okay, Mel, I see you. Okay, I see that little thing poking out in the back. She had this real nice, you know, body contour. Like, it was fitting, and it was fitting right. She was looking better than Destiny on her own birthday, but Destiny looked good too. So Mel gets there, and, you know, she's introducing Mel to some of her friends that are already there. They're, you know, giving each other the daps on their outfit.
Yes, girl, work it. Oh, no, yes, girl, you work it.
So, fine. They look good, and good for them. So then Kimmy arrives, and, you know, I guess she hasn't seen Destiny in a while, because they sitting down catching up, and Destiny finally says, "Oh yeah, I didn't tell you that I'm officially divorced." And Kimmy is like, "Wait, what?" Like, Kimmy is so shocked, and I felt like that was genuine. Like, she was like, "I'm so sorry, Destiny. I'm sorry because you got this new baby. They just got married," and she's like, "I can't imagine going through all that, And not to mention we were in a pandemic, so that's got to be tough." So Kimmy seemed very sympathetic and just like, "I'm sorry to hear that, but if you're good, that's all that matters. I'm glad that you're good and maybe in a better place because of it. So good for that. So then we see Tiffany walk in. Well, first some of Destiny's friends, walk in. I guess it was important for us to see that. I don't know why. Maybe to show us that it was a personal kind of event, like people she really knew. So Tiffany gets there, and Mel's like, "Oh, Tiffany, you came. I didn't know you was gonna come, girl. This my friend Tiffany. Destiny, do you know my friend Tiffany? Y'all both worked on the Chamber of Commerce, so I thought maybe you might know each other. So I invited her. Oh my God, my friend's here." Okay, we get it, Mel. You happy your friends meeting? I don't know. That was some overexcitement for that ass. But Destiny's kind of like, I couldn't really read Destiny's reaction to Tiffany showing up, because Mel had told her that she invited her friend that she might know. So it's not like it was just out the blue. So she was kind of like, "Oh no, I don't know you. I don't know you. Hey, kind of thing with Tiffany." So, they introduce each other to each other, and Destiny and Tiffany kind of recall meeting, but not really at that time. So Tiffany says, "You know what? I do remember meeting you. Remember your husband, LeBaric, was up for an award, and I had seen him there. And the next day I saw you. I met you, and I said, 'Oh, I liked your dress last night.' And you said, 'That wasn't me.' And, that was a little awkward." And so Destiny's like, why would that be the reason? Why would that be the reason that you would want me to remember you? Why would that be the thing that you would want to be in my recollection on me knowing you? You couldn't just say, 'Remember I met you that day?' Did she really have to throw in the whole, 'Oh, and it wasn't you with your husband the night before'? Okay, girl, we was gonna remember. Destiny was gonna remember that happened. You didn't have to say it, but she did. So now Destiny is upset, and Destiny gets up and she leaves. And I really wish she wouldn't have, because let me tell you what. Come closer. Let me tell you what. This Leo right here, I'm not leaving my party for anyone. I would shut that shit down. Everybody going home before I go. Like, there's some chick I don't even know coming up in here with some drama on my birthday. Oh, baby, you can go home and cook you some bacon. You ain't gonna sit at this here brunch. Okay? But she gets up and kind of leaves. I'm sure she did it so that she didn't act a damn fool on this TV with this girl. Because, she tries, keep it classy. But that would have made the class fall right up off me. Because you done came here with some ulterior motives. So Destiny excuses herself. But before she brought up the thing about Destiny and how she remembered her, she was talking to Kimmy, because apparently her and Kimmy, Tiffany and Kimmy know each other because their boys play football together. So they're recalling, "Oh yeah, I used to see you at some of the games and da 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 da." And Tiffany says, "Oh yeah, you're Monster." Okay, so Monster, I remember, wasn't he in the bathroom vaping or something? And Kimmy say, "What?" She said, "Vaping? Wasn't he caught vaping or something like that?" And Kimmy's like, I don't know about that, And in the confessional, Kimmy's like, I can't believe that she would even bring up a child's business like that in front of everybody. And then not to mention that Kimmy had no idea, because Maurice hadn't told her that this even happened. So imagine Kimmy, because now you won't take up for your baby and you ain't even know that this happened. But how dare Tiffany? Tiffany's gonna be the ish starter this season, and maybe we need one, because we do need somebody to get it going. But it's annoying as hell, and she gonna mess around and Kimmy gonna show her. Kimmy gonna show her. And then we see from the clips that she's gonna be probably the reason that Destiny and Mel end up falling out. And how about Mel acting all surprised when Tiffany was spilling all this tea all over the place? She was just like, you know how Mel do. Oh my God. Oh my God. You know, Mel be acting all surprised. Girl, you knew she was coming there to start some drama. Cut it. Cut the crap. So that's a wrap. Episode 3. That's all that happened. It wasn't a whole lot, but we see it's gonna be a whole lot coming up in this season. So that's the review. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Come back next week. Come back. Yes, I enjoyed you guys immensely. I love you. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you for everybody who liked my previous videos, and to all of you who keep tuning in, because it's y'all. I do this for y'all and Miss Gladys, baby. I don't do it for nobody else. All right, I'm signing off. Don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe. Join the family, because Ali and Glasses would love to have you, baby. Peace out.